szeretlek. Az húz a teremben. Baszd fel a kezed, ha velünk vagy, ha meg ellenünk, felejts el. A testvérünk vagy, mondd velünk, hogy mondjad azt velünk, hogy gyerünk, mondd velünk, hogy baszd fel a kezed, ha velünk vagy, ha meg ellenünk, felejts el. Ez a szöveg össze van rakva, téged megsemmisít kegyetlen. Vadállat vagyok, az ütemen megszeridíthetetlen. Csillagúz mozgalom az interkontinentális. Befagyasztjuk a picsátok, minden prosti felfázik. A snowbusszal majd mindenkit belerántok a gyászba. A signature-höz átcsalok, beteg látogatásra. De faszopó, ne fröcsköljed a posat flódat, mert én laposnak taposom szét a te orkagylódat. 13 napja lubickol, úgy párlatban a lemezen. A tér közepén várlak, épp nyúlál arccal a fejemen. Két sorom jobban üt, mint az összes trekkel. Takarodj, vagy oltosra rúgom a löty egy seggel. Jobb, ha vigyázol, meg babonáznak a démoni dallamok. A kilakik itt kikészít, épp a két profit hallgatol. Nem találsz olyat, mint én, csak egy ideggyógyintézetben. Ha megtanulok, hallgatok, hogy mi lesz, hogy nincs élben, nem. A crew az veretlen, a szúr az kegyetlen. Az húz a teremben. Baszd fel a kezed, meg ellenünk, felejts el. A testvérünk vagy, mondd velünk, hogy mondjad azt velünk, hogy gyerünk, mondd velünk, hogy baszd fel a kezed, ha velünk vagy, ha meg ellenünk, felejts el. Faszom a lágy zenékbe, ez nem a könnyen nem észthető. Nem tud meg mit lefogadni, még a szövegelés elő. A tűrpa merész is nem egyszer tapad vér a kezéhez. Ha beléd állok, a te arcod egyből krétafehér lesz. Olyat hozok, amit senki más, beteg szörnyetek vagyok. A csúcsra fölmegyek gyalog, én erőt tőletek kapok. A szemszíg förtelem szarok, nyakukra kötelet rakok. Vislognak a köcsögök, ha jönnek az összetett ragok. Viselkedj, vagy kiütöm a farkas fogadat, és agyon csaplak a földön, mint egy szarvas bogarat. Ez a hülye gyerek, te meg rendre utasítalak, én leszek a nevelő tiszted. Olyan éles a szövegem már, mint egy belezős nicce. Veszed rímek kellenek neked, most hozzád voltunk párat. A baltán meg átalakítja a mozgáskultúrádat. A crew az veretlen, a szúr az kegyetlen. Az húz a teremben. Baszd fel a kezed, ha velünk vagy, ha meg ellenünk, felejts el. A testvérünk vagy, mondd velünk, hogy mondjad azt velünk, hogy gyerünk, mondd velünk, hogy baszd fel a kezed, ha velünk vagy, ha meg ellenünk, felejts el, felejts el, felejts el, felejts el.
Another fight is coming your way.
You know you gonna love this, motherfucker. You wanna see you get more raw, no equal in the top. Coming swinging the broad, so go medieval on a sucker. A skinhead English star, get lethal with a car. Don't believe me, motherfucker, trust you'll know it when we rush them. Something like my custom, I cuss and I crush them. If violence in your path, kiss my ass, so don't come here.
You are currently ranked in the top 2,000 in Oceania.
Vigyázzunk. Round one. Fight. Go! Round two. Fight.
Take it!
You win.
Kaphatod a sót tojásom, teltházas buli van, sokan már nem férünk. Ne is lovaggá lettél ütve, betett a temető, vár át a csontok háza. Éjjeli őrjárat, kocsmába.
Ez a 4 keresztes lovag más. Barna sor a hordóba, de kevesebb a lovag. Hordóba brigád, ezek betegebbek, mint ti. Mi legendákat falunk, de a történet...
Round 1. Fight. Go!
Tornado! Play ball! Sweep it off! Gee.
Round 2. Fight.
Play ball!
You lose.
Sorok tett a szívedre a kezed, és most mondd, hogy bóvlik nyoma. Azért szokott minden pina egytől egyik. Passzik, mint egy sorok, úgy, mint egy világból.
Picasso, se fest nálad absztraktabb faszt. Annyi gólyot kapsz, hogy azt hiszed bak.
Round 1. Fight.
Sweet! Psych! And bring it off! I got it! Ha! Kaboom! Hammer! Play ball! Take it! Psych!
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Bingo! Watch out! Watch out! Yeah! Play ball! Sweep it off! Chin! Too bad!
Final round. Fight.
Tornado sweep! Watch out! Watch out! Too bad! Watch out!
KO. You lose. Training. The grid. Goody.
いい声聞かせろよ。
M. Bison.
Very good.
今からやり放題ってわけ？
Pofon az rendbe tenne. Még csak most tettelek meg az kajak, már kiszarlak. Leszakítottam a fejet, csak egy pásli tartja. Én meg nem sok embert szeretek, de értük viszont tőlük a családomat ne olcsad, mert a véret iszom kölyök. Köcsög, te kultúrát nem teremtesz, csak hiszed, hogy hasonlítasz a gangsterekhez. Én egy panda vezér vagyok, te meg egy átlagos köcsög. Egyre több a rapper küzdenek, mint a másnapos dögök. A szabja már a kezünkbe, pucsíts, ha mére kéred. Már rég elhúztuk a nótádat, úgy, mint a népzenészek. Mi hozzuk az új flót, faszopók és nem Csapos, igyekezz már, töltsél neki disztánciát. Az emberek tőlem nem várják el, hogy balfasz legyek. A koncerten a közönséggel nézek fel a szeme. Amit képviselünk, az nem a tipikus tömegcikk. A népszerűségünk mégis folyamatosan növekszik. Segítek, hogy lásd a világot egy MC szemével. Sorra írtam a szövegeimbe tele reménnyel. A kiadók meg azt mondták, hogy úgyhogy basszák meg, hogy nincs szabják, kormátját. Beütjön a hideg veríték, neked minden track egy nyálban, a szíved veríték. Az esti sorra próbálsz otthon a tükör előtt harisnyában. A magad folytát a ház mögé hordjuk talicskában. Szar a zenét, hiába
Round one.
teled a hallgatói.
Fight.
Nem törünk.
Round two. Fight. Final round. Fight. You win. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. You lose. Round one. Fight. Round 2. Fight! You win!
One, two. Yo, check it out. It's that new Killer Goons Friday the 13th exclusive. Straight from Boston to fucking Budapest. This is your boy Big Virtuoso. I'm chilling here with Killer Kick It, the motherfucking Snow Goons. Goon music, Scar City Witty Committee. Green Flag Gang, show no pity. Big Bang!
Killa, yeah. Kezdem a szöveget, a terepet véget ér. Tőled lefagy a mikrofon, ha meg én nyomom még a tér. Életbe tart a harag, kegyetlenek a szavaim. Nem menekülsz a hangom, át terjed a város falain. Hívad utca, tudom, hogy bűnt fogok elkövetni, mert fullos életet akarok élni és nem csövezni. E világ rabja vagyok, még nem végeztem a dolgom. Áll a kezemben a végzetet, én töröm a te csontod el. Fertőzöm a földet, elkapja tőlem a korságot. A testedből a lelkedet kirántom, mint egy porzsákot. Hogy mentsd a bőröd, a saját anyád eladnád. Egy marék apróért, meg az opárt faszát bekapnád. Te senki, az egód miért olyan durván nagy? Két pofon elég és te már... Az vesse rám, aki még nem véd kezet. Nem is értem, mert ilyen semmivel egyből belevágok a rosszba. Még hordom a nyakláncot, amin a füleid lógnak. Azzá váltam, amitől a szüleim óvtak.
Studying? What do you mean? Studying?
Yeah, the game stuff.
Oh, yeah. No, just, practicing like meaty setup. So from that, it's one light punch, and then a charge, a release, and then I can get a light in on a meaty. So I don't know. Probably redundant. I'm assuming it'll come in use like later on when I know what I'm doing, kind of. But as for
Sashi
studying,
didn't read my private message here on Twitch.
no, I did not.
So really,
You are currently ranked in the top 2,000 in Oceania.
I don't have access to Twitch. I told you that. Like I can't read it.
Round 1. Fight!
calling you your PC man. Cunt, cunt. No worries, nothing
No,
important.
tell me I can't read them because remember I said I lost my access. Wow, why'd I do that? Yeah, I literally can't access Twitch. Like, I don't know how much more I can tell you about that other than I can't access Twitch. Like, I can't, like,
You win.
if I log in on Twitch, like, it's not Sash. It's missed me. Like, because I've got two-factor authentication for Twitch, and I lost my phone. So... Otherwise I would read it, brother.
Fight!
Just copy it and send it to Miss Me.
I just asked if I can use your wallpaper on my Twitch offline screen. With credit, of course.
What wallpaper? What, that one? I didn't do that. That's Dane. Like the world's most famous graffiti artist.
The one you sent me.
Oh, of course. You don't need any permission to use any of my stuff, ever. It's always been like that, bro. Like, unless I'm using someone else's.
I need to be sure. Don't want to make you angry or anything.
gotta be kidding me, right? Why would I get angry at you? Let me get angry at myself for being shit at the game.
You lose.
Like, I don't get angry at people. Unless, like, they fucking... You know, you can't, like, I suppose you haven't known me that long, hey? Like, I've had fucking international wars over copyrights and been like, you're all fucked, like, what are you doing, like, with your fucking hunting artists and shit? Just kind of pissing me off, eh? Such a gay fucking character.
Round 2.
Every character apart from Jury is fucking gay. Get off me, cunt. Die, motherfucker! Windy. Oh, you hear that in the background? Oh. Fuck off, cunt. Get out of my face, dog. Like, learn neutral, you faggot.
You lose.
Rookie is now online. No! Fuck you, cunt. Yeah, you can use any art you want of mine any time. There's people that have got like entire fucking collections of art that I've done. Like, talk to Shinden now, like, I'll show you this. Like, I don't collect my art. Other people do. Now look, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, like, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Can I have a copy? Like, I don't even fucking, like, I'm not like a normal artist, man. I don't care.
One
Like,
more time to rank up.
I care about the ability to do the art. I don't give a fuck about the art. Like, I just care about the skill to be able to do it. I think artists that fucking like hoard their shit and like have like
No need for talk.
they're like held protective of it, they're fucking retarded.
Fight.
That's my opinion anyway.
nice moves.
Yeah, like.
Round 2. Fight.
Like fucking asking me will piss me off more than just using it. How about that?
Fight.
Wow. Wow. Man.
You lose.
Don't be one of these days, please. I want to go back to bronze. Whoops. Maybe I need a coffee.
Round
I'm pretty
1.
hungry actually.
Fight.
Coffee's good.
Oh man, like why did it lag? Like right there.
You got nice moves.
Fuck's
Round
sake.
2. Fight.
I'm lagged way too much, guys. I can't even fucking see what's happening.
This connection is jittery.
Oh shit.
Flat miss.
Oh, will. Come on. You're getting listed, faggot.
Isn't fun to watch
You
this lag
lose.
boy.
Nah, it fucking pisses me off, It's like, can't see what's happening. And when you're some fucking retard like this, of course you're gonna have the upper hand.
Invisible slash kicks. Instant sonic booms.
Oh, it's fucked.
Total balls. Yes, unplayable.
So retarded.
What country is that?
I don't know. I'm changing this to 5 because otherwise I'll get pissed off. I'm not in the mood to lose today and it looks like I'm going to be losing all day. So I better put my fucking big pants on and settle the fuck down. Novice. Nervous. I'll play until I win. Here we go.
Sash, I made more crap art. Wanna see? XD.
Sure. I love looking at and generating crap art.
いい声聞かせるよ いい声聞かせるよ
But I need something to eat. Send it.
Shit Mika made by me.
Yes. Send it to us. On Miss Me or I don't know, Imgur or something. Holy shit, I'm hungry.
What is that, Miss Me? It's deviant art.
It's my new fucking like, all of my social media is just so fucking not tied in anymore. Pretty retarded. I'm pretty retarded.
I see.
Like, fucking
In touch with social media.
I used to be good, but then I lost all my accounts and fucking my Twitch
I
just got
don't use
deleted.
Facebook or tweet.
We'll use it.
I kind live in a cave.
Just make one. So it's not difficult. You don't have to use it. Just, it's good to have one. Or, see, I don't use Twitter either. What about Steam? Steam's shit.
That's way my crap gets more views on. Yes, I have Steam.
Yeah. I can teach you how to, like, be a social media giant. That's why I don't care about it. Anymore because I was fucking giant.
You are currently
And then it got all
ranked in the
stripped
top
away from me and I was
2000
like,
in Oceania.
well, there goes 4 years of fucking work.
I don't know if I
Round
want to be.
Fight!
I'm afraid of people you know.
Wow, what the fuck? Afraid of people. Why?
Round 2. Fight!
What?
Final round. Fight!
crush.
You lose.
You can't just lump the entire fucking population as
Damn.
evil. That's silly. Like, humans are generally good. Otherwise, everyone would be dead.
GGS anyway at Sashex1.
Round 1.
You are great.
Fight.
I'm crap. But thanks. Help me. I don't understand what you're saying. What do you mean? Ichigo. I'm certainly not great.
Even
I'm
I'm
a-
diamond at Sashex1, but you play good. Just focus while playing and don't jump a lot or hit you a lot.
I'm great at being bad. Get off me. Wow. How's the fucking length to those pokes?
You lose.
Straight up. No. I need to fix a lot of things in my play. And obviously I'm not really focused at the moment, I'm more talking to people. I don't fucking care. I'm not good enough to sit there, so it doesn't matter. I'd rather chat with my friends than win.
Yes, at the moment you don't look focused.
I'm so not. Like, I'm talking to you, I'm hungry as fuck. I need to make a coffee, and I need to not DP as much and stop jumping.
And
I've
I
al-
made you lose. Sorry.
No, you didn't, mate. Look, we've been through this before. My deaths are my deaths. You don't get to claim them.
I will try to be quiet while the match.
No, don't do that. I want you to be loud and talk to me often. I would rather talk to you than win. Alright?
You death, our death.
You are currently ranked in the top 3,000 in Oceania.
Round 1. Fight.
All my fault. Cunt LOL.
That's right. Like I'm more interested in turning the kettle on than winning.
Round 2. Fight.
You should totally spin kick. Right.
Final round. Fight.
God damn it, what did I do that for? So many errors.
You lose.
Alright, I'm gonna stop playing. I'm gonna eat this, talk to you, make my coffee, and then we'll continue. No, fuck it. I'm playing one more time anyway.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
I can't swallow my food. It's too dry. Oh, fuck off. I should have done a fucking DP. I hate doing DPs though.
Final round. Fight.
Wow. Fuck.
You lose.
munkás rímet, a szukák nem furujázzák le, csak a domináns hímet. A fadássolyom körbe repülök csendben a pusztás, lecsapok, írtom a férgeket, mint a penge a susnyás. Kidőlt, nem bírta az iramot, lemaradt, hol van vége a napnak, a birodalmat bebarangolta. Idéz meg minket úgy, mint a sötét erőket, a ragadozó terrorban tartják a növényevőket. A gyerekkori sérelmeknek itt az eredménye, a sok idegbeteg fiatal, mint írpa teremtménye. Leépült a város, mert a balfaszok belepték, a 2 kila rendeteszőket farkasok nevelték. De annyira vagy kemény, mint a szara kemencébe, a sok elkísérült faszfej az, mint az a teremtménye. Sokan irritálnak, kajak tőlük beokádok, szemem a bridán a kocsik között úgy futok, mint a leopárdok. Nem foglalkozok a gyáva balfaszokkal, húz a dzsungelből, ha nem bírsz el a páratartalommal. Bizonyos emberfajták nálunk őshonosak, kibaszott buta rendőrök, azt hiszünk tök okosak. Itt jobban vigyázol a vadaknak a foga, mert még a díderek megszínet terik a koka cserjét. Lenne klíma a panelekben, ha volna zseton, mert itt leolvad a bőrök, mint a felfor a beton. A szomszédok sztoriait éretlenül követem, mert terjed a hang a szinteken át a fűtésöveken. Sugázunk a téren, mindkét aranylábú focista, és szétbasszuk a fejed, mindkét ezüst hátú gorilla. Előtted az életed, mögötted ott a szakadék, nem ugrasz magadtól le, de téged a leszik a romák, mint gepárd a karmát. Olyas kígyóként töltöd napjait, nem árt a kormát. Tudod képez a szó elefántok, nem dombitálnak, itt utálnak a sarkokon, de narkózó szombikálna. Alapból haluszok, mint szükségem látkok sájára. Agyamból csak rossz pattan ki, az az átkoktárnája. Ösztönből cselekedj, nincsen időd itt tétovázni. A dzsungel meg leckéztetett, mi van, akarsz még pofázni? Reffek a kapu aljakba a barlangfestmények, ott élnek, mindenki leszarnál, ha bajban lennének. Köröznek a kékek, mint a cápák, lassan hajtanak. Szar lehet úgy élni, hogy az emberek fasznak tartanak. Előbb-utóbb közénk csöppensz, kiesel a fészkedből. Kihiszi el, hogy nem szoktál bemarni a készletből. Ezt a területet raffinált állatok rakják, a pisztolyok csövét erre felé a szádba kontatják. Idéz meg minket úgy, mint a sötét erőket, a ragadozók terrorban tartják a növényevőket. A gyerekkori sérelmeknek itt az eredménye, a sok idegbeteg fiatal, mint írt a teremtménye. Leépült a város, mert a balfaszok belepték, 2 kila rendeteszőket farkasok nevelték. Kemény, mint a szara kemencébe, a sok elkísérült faszfej az, mint az a teremtménye.
You played excellent this match. You see good, no matter losing or not.
Oh, don't worry, I got no problems with losing. I just fucking like you've got to understand. Like I was the
Gonna
biggest.
look for something to eat. BRB.
Yeah, I was the biggest sore loser on earth. Like I was fucking shocking. So much so that like I lost friends over it. Like this is back when I was playing 4. But like there's still that, like, you know, I just fucking hate losing. So it's like, yeah, I suppose everyone hates losing. At least fucking I don't rage quit like fucking little bitches.
Erőltatott nekem az Istennek jeladása. Kitörök a föld alól tömegmélyel vagy ásva. Szar lehet neked, hogy élve temettek el. Engem kamáznak a hallgatók, ezért nem feledtek el. Ez no good system, erre gerjed a fület. Tudják, mit kell nekem ahhoz, hogy beteljen a füzet. NKS, meg a kilakik itt együtt. Odabasz a népnek a flót a fejedbe verjük. Mi a csillagokat lehozzuk az égről. Az elvetemül tartunk, előlépnek a szétből. Pár tucok húznak minket fekete szánon. Az elcseszek gyökereket beterrorizálnak. A brigád visszatért, ezért az idegességtől a feje tiszta ér. Most csattanak a fejeken az ostor csapáson. A Facebookon a seregemet posztolt, ha látom. Hogy ne állják lesz csak, nekem megtanították. Főben megvadították, hívom a hadiflottát. Ne tarts engem megveszek, 2 méteres vagy, akkor sem áll, hogy reszkessek. Tudom, hogy a nálam vágom, de ha te is ki vagy, akkor mondd meg, ki marad a gáton. Kemények a legények, mutasd, hogy kicsapálom. Nagyon nőtt a gazi tesó, majd én kikapálom. Belealsz a szopásba, kapsz 2 nagy plét. Ha nem marad neked hulladság, jó lesz 2 nagy plét. Nagy a tét, nem mindegy, hogy kire marad a hagyaték. Az élettelen testet emelni para, mert tagadék. Karcolom az arcod, mint egy DVD. Mi van ma péntek? Nem éred meg a hétvégét. Akik keresztbe tettek nekem, azok közül mind bajba lett. Döntöttem a sorsomat, meghatározza majd a rap.
There's my fucking coffee. Dun, 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 dun. Tyrannosaurus coffee. A fucking killer, kick it. I'm gonna fuck this phone off because it's putting me off.
Real recognize real. Nothing remains but the foundation we laid is real. This is my shit. Come on. Kill it, buzz, Mac.
Get rid of all this shit. And grab a knife.
Borítékban egy adag gecit elküldök az anyádnak. Mi uraljuk a placot, mint annó a Kárpátokat, és mint a tárgyérielnek rátüldjük a sárkányokat. Oza és tép a kilakik, ők a boltmesterek, velük a snowgoons, leigáznak a hóemberek. Mit áltatod magad, a tereped az bánatos, te csaplak, mint a biztosítékok, az agyad zárlatos. A rajongóim a szavamra agyonkasszabolnak, nyugodtan nevezd a brigádom atomhatalomnak. Te parasz geci, magad fajta munkagépre való, Magyarország miatt adtok egy hulladék lerakó. Ezért köpjük a savat, mint a kegyetlen hidrák. Hannibál a séfünk, és már élezek pecsenye villám. Akik elbasszák a magukat, kila. Akik szétoltják a szarokat, kila. Kik rákszabják a
Ice cream.
akik megérzik a szagodat, kila. Akik ellátják a bajodat, kila. Akik kinevelik a rileket, akik megszentelik a rímeket. Egy forradalomhoz pár dühös tini kevés, ami neked sikítás, az nekem
Alright. Now I feel like I'm ready to die. Lose. That's better. My faggot hat on. Need the fucking dinner. Like, the amount of food that fucking I eat is incredible. Like, it blows my mind. God damn it, Ben Billions. Oh yeah.
It's go time.
Wait.
Let's do this.
Ben, are you here? Are you be on fucking Twitch? Oh, you are. Mad Dog. I've got
The grid.
the ultimate plan. I'm gonna fucking actually I gotta get my hat, my other hat. This one's too hot, but I started to put together a business plan for world domination.
When in my presence. Round one. Fight.
Yeah, so I'll tell you in a minute. God damn it.
Round two. Fight.
Ice cream made it up.
You lose.
Have you? Oh, let me close that door. I'm gonna become
Round one. Fight.
silicon pimps.
It can't. Round two. Fight. I'll save it.
Ow.
Take this.
Oh, thought you were gonna do your little jump thing.
A foolish insect that
Final round. Fight.
Nice.
You win.
Yeah.
LOL.
So, we're gonna become silicon pimps. Like, we weren't doing it at the heart, like, any of this shit. We just gotta fucking organize it.
Round
Started to
one.
write together a business plan.
Fight.
But yeah, there's a few sectors in this planet that are always gonna have fucking business, and pussy is one of them. Food is another.
a foolish insect that dares to defy me.
Round two. Fight.
That's fucking bullshit.
You lose.
Like, have you seen Silicon Wives? Like those sex dolls? They're crazy. Like, I guarantee any
Round
person,
one.
any dude on the planet,
Fight.
any dude on the planet would fuck them. They're like, well, they're built to be like perfect. So if you think about it, that's like having fucking prostitutes that don't get hungry.
A foolish insect.
Round two.
They're like $2 grand each.
I'll see the
So,
Final round. Fight.
rookie.
You lose.
Like, over in Japan, like, this hasn't, it started up over in America.
It's go time.
Like, I thought of this and then I like researched it, and apparently like people are already doing it, but it's just starting.
Let's do this.
They're like,
The grid.
silicon brothels, which is like, it's better than fucking, you know, hiring skanks.
Goody.
いい声聞かせろよ
Got
You
it.
don't have to pay them.
Triple G, you need game.
What do you mean? I need game. Right. Like, doing it properly, son. not just like some fucking.
Like so many pussy out there. LOL.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Oh, I thought I had you there, boy.
You lose.
I'll show ya. This blow your fucking mind.
It's go time.
Oops.
Oops. Wait. Let me just do this quickly. Oh, look at that, son. $2,000. Not even.
Ha
19.
ha ha oh I guess own preferency. Ah ha ha.
Yeah, like the range is like crazy. Like you know, there's a lot of tastes out there. Alright, fucking
Triple G.
bro. Like this is how it's done. This is how we're fucking. Nah, I'm not fucking staying poor. Like, now I know how the shit rolls. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, some of them are so hot,
Let's do
man.
this.
Oh, it's so hot. Fucking good luck picking up something that hot yourself. And that's the thing, like
This
these
game.
easy game. What you reckon? Like, you reckon you can just go out there and like pick up your
Just
woman?
time ha 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 and they call the same.
Guile.
Yeah, fuck that. Are you serious? Fuck that.
I
You'd
have
rather-
man LOL.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying that you can't pick up hot women. Like, I'm saying, like, the availability, like, bang right there, fucking, like, stunning, 10 out of 10, perfect, what you want. Like, no fucking around, like, don't have to do what they want. What's the saying? Sex is fantastic because you either get to be the hot one or you get to like fuck the hot one.
Round 2.
The thing is they wait for independent type LOL. Ah ha ha.
No, but you gotta think of this then. Obviously, like, think about all of the socially awkward dudes out there, bro. Like, it is a fucking gold mine waiting to happen, I swear. Like, there's plenty of dudes out there that fucking, as soon as a hot girl walks past, they're like, I've seen it so many times.
Ah ha ha ha.
Like, there's hundreds of thousands of people like that out there, man.
Round 1.
Like,
Fight.
all just waiting to give us their money. That's rough. Fuck, I thought I had trigger still.
Round 2. Fight.
And then, like, think about like the health perverse areas and shit like Japan. Like, they don't have that shit yet. Wow, that's fucking a whole island of millions of socially awkward people that like will hand you money. And then we move on to the online casinos. I don't know about you, Ben, but fucking, I want billions behind your name, son. Like, I want to be known as like $Sash. Alright. Like, cha-ching. You can call me Cha-ching X. Not, yeah. Don't call me Sash X, you call me Cash X. Or like Cash Checks. Yes.
Nothing wrong with making your $.
Oh, fucking, there's actually a lot wrong.
LOL.
There's actually a lot wrong with not making the dollar. I think people are crazy. Like, I never actually like cared before, but like now I know. I'm like, no, I'm getting rich. Why choose to be fucking poor? Like, it's retarded. Money doesn't make you happy. Fuck off. Bring me a fucking Lamborghini and tell me I'm not happy.
Round one. Fight!
Ben's a bully. Nah. Ben's a $sign.
Money does not.
Are you sure? I don't think you've had enough money to actually know that yet. Have you had? It definitely does, yes. Sorry, my bad. It does buy happiness. Fucking hell. I'd rather be sad than fucking like rich. Because I can tell you what, poorness doesn't buy you happiness. Like, pretty sure that fucking a happy meal is happiness. What do you need to buy a happy meal? Money. Happy meal. Like,
Money only temporarily addresses problems.
it doesn't address anything. That's the thing. See, I've studied this shit, son. I know what's going on now. Money won't fix your problems at all. There's direct evidence in that with lotto winners. Most of them end up poor. Oh, you motherfucker. Like, it doesn't address anything. See, you live within your means, like, because you can literally live on nothing. So, like, it doesn't change all the way up. Your spending increases as you earn more money. That's why, like, people with good paychecks still end up broke. You know? It's financial intelligence and like education. No. It's like, no. That's Industrial Revolution. Hey, motherfucker! Like, money needs to stay liquid. You don't save it. It's worthless. It's not worth anything. Unless you're, like, it's in, like, flow. Like, hence the word currency. Like, current? What a whip. Yeah, see, there's a difference between money and currency. And unfortunately, we don't have any money anymore. It's all fiat currency. Like, it's not worth anything.
Money ruined my parents' marriage. My dad got greedy. She
No, it
divorced
didn't.
him.
It's money didn't do that. Money didn't do that. Your parents did that. Like, money doesn't do that. It doesn't have a soul. It doesn't make decisions. Like, people make decisions, right? Like, that's like saying fucking heroin ruined that person. It's like, no, that person ruined himself on heroin. Like, the distinction has to be made where people take responsibility for their own actions. Like, it's very easy to just blame an object for something. Like, fuck you, computer. You're the reason that I lost.
And shit.
Yeah.
He started to live beyond our means because he thought it would last forever.
And that was retarded. Doesn't work like that.
Most follow and never lead, bro.
Yeah, man.
Real shit.
Straight up. Like, safety. People want safety. They're like, I'm gonna follow because, you know, it's safe. But that's the whole thing. Like, you need to take calculated risk.
Kneel before me when in my presence!
Like, when you invest in something, it's always going to have risk, but it's educated. Like, you know you're gonna get your money back because you've done your research and you've studied the field. Like, you know, it's a distinction. Of course it's risky if you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Don't worry.
Start
Round
now.
one. Fight!
Now I'm already starting, man. Like, I fucking started analytics. Yeah, it's financial intelligence, man. And the thing is, none of us, like, do you know any billionaires? Because if you don't know any billionaires, then you don't know half the story. Like, and that's where all of us stand. And it's a hard thing to accept the fact that, you know, well, We've been given the poor fucking framework. And I found out that it's not because it's like maliciousness or anything like that from the rich. Well, it's not their fault that fucking people are poor. It's like tax was introduced by the poor to tax the rich, and now it taxes the poor. Like, the thing is, people don't take responsibility for their own actions, and they're like, why don't the rich people pay for it? And it's like, why don't you learn how to fucking use money? How about that? No one wants to do the study. There's always some excuse, like, I don't need it anyway, or no. It's like, bro.
Jobs everywhere are always hiring. People don't want to work. Sony, Apple, Microsoft are rich. Ah ha ha.
Yeah, like, see, Bill Gates didn't invent fucking Windows or anything. Like, he bought it off someone and then marketed it. Like, it's, you know, that's just strategy. That's why he's rich. It's not because he's fucking genius or anything. It's because he understood the game.
Elon Musk is a smart guy with ambition.
Yeah, see, imagine if Elon Musk didn't know how to fucking, like, finance anything. Like, I found out why, where we didn't, like, don't get taught. And the reason why is because the education system is free. So parents don't have like much like regard for it. They just kind of do it because the government says that it's mandatory, but it's really up to them to, like, you know, enforce the curriculum. Like, parents only do, well, teachers only do what the parents want them to do, you know? No! Like, that's why we learn, like, so many random fucking, like, classes in school. Is because there's so many different, like, parents, like, so that's just a broad covering of, like, what keeps everyone kind of happy, you know, like, because there's artists, there's writers, there's fucking accountants, there's doctors, like, so, you know, keep all of the parents a little bit happy, but fucking none of us know how to use money properly, and that's why we're all poor. And fucking, like, you go to your accountant for advice on money, but he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He knows numbers, but he doesn't have financial intelligence. Like, you know,
Round two.
the poor, like, the rich don't work for money. Money works for them. like they have like systems and corporations and shit, like with workers. And all the workers work for money. God damn it, Ben.
You lose.
Like, I studied fucking real estate, investing, fucking like shares, like everything, man. Fucking distribution, like online fucking
It's go time.
sales through Amazon, like a whole lot. I was like, I need to find out the fastest way to get rich. Because fucking, you know, we don't live for very long. Saving money and fucking like doing interest rates and like shares and all that, it's like takes too long. It's like 50-year fucking plans. Like, and that's what people are taught. Like, you know, put your money in savings
Money come
bonds.
from bank and shit, man. If you need invest, be legit. Need lawyers, then shit. Big investments.
Nah. See, you don't do you don't go to the bank. You go to people that have money and you borrow off of them. You never go to a bank. Ever. Like again, like, see, you go to the bank, you borrow $100,000, right? You have to pay back 150. Like, you know, you might as well just throw 50 grand in the fucking river.
That be chewing when the profit. The interest might kill you.
Yeah, the interest is too high. Like, you literally have to fucking, like, there are ways. Banks, you don't go through banks unless you've got like big dollars and you've got, you know, then you're like part share in the bank. And like another thing is, if you're getting a financial advisor, make sure you fucking pay them very well. Like, don't get no free financial advice. Unless it's from me. Because, you know, I'm busy. Like, you give them cunts bonuses and fucking like make them love you, eh? Because they're the ones running your numbers. Oh, whatever, Ben. Like,
You lose.
yeah, so I had the, like, apart from like hitting these target areas which I've found, like, figured on, the fastest way to make money, like, quickly is to exploit people's bad decisions.
Round one.
Which is unfortunate, you know? You don't want to be doing that shit. Well, no, not really. See, it's the fact, like, when you need money, like, let's say you don't have a job and you're fucking hell poor, you're like, oh fuck, what am I gonna do? I need to fucking start making money. You know, and it gets your mind thinking. You literally have to have your mind switched on like that all the time. And none of us do. Like, we're taught, oh, I need a new job. I need to be a slave. Oh shit, I can't eat. Quick, enslave myself. Fuck.
Round 2. Fight.
Like, it seems so counterintuitive that the smartest thing you can do is quit your job. I quit mine. Because then it's called burning the fucking boat. Like, then you don't have a choice. You've got to fucking perform, man. You need it. You better have a good fucking idea. Because otherwise you're going hungry, gun. Like, see, people want security and comfort, and they're like, oh, what if I don't have any money? And it's like, that's the trap. I need to pay rent. I need to buy food. I need a this, I need a that. I better go to fucking work. Like, cycle. And then you've got like everyone around you, like literally everyone around you saying that that's the way. Well, it's pretty hard to go against the fucking entire herd. Trust me, I've done it. Fucking, it's hard. Remember, like, I'm practicing light punch. Fucking, you know how many people call me retarded? Like, all I was doing was practicing a button. It wasn't even something important like finance. Yeah, like, so crazy, man.
How irritating.
Like, I try and convince people like that I'm really, really close to, you know what I mean? And they're just like, nah, man. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, I've just been fucking studying this for like, I'm telling you, this is how it is. They're just like, nah. I'm like, well, you do the study then. They're like, nah. I'm like, hell. Like, there's this. Just hold on a sec, Ben. I'm gonna fucking pull this up. The fucking cash flow quadrant.
It's go time.
Go rank cute Winver.
Oh wait. Yeah, you'll like this. Getting a job is for losers.
And Alexandra was
Like, right.
Hello, this is Robert Kiyosaki, and we're here for another exciting and important and financial education academic straight A student.
Blah 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 blah.
For the rest of the
Blah blah blah.
money, you'll find out. So when I was 9 years old, playing Monopoly with my rich dad, this is the lesson that's not included in Monopoly, but rich dad taught me. And fundamentally, the problem.
See, this cunt had fucking two opposing viewpoints. He had a poor dad, which was his dad, and then his mate's dad, which was like rich dad. He ended up owning like fucking pretty much all of like Hawaii. So he had like two contrasting like viewpoints. So he could like discern whether or not which was right or wrong. And he ended up like disagreeing with his own father.
That most people make, they go to school to get a job and they work here. So this is the poor, middle class, and these guys. And we're going to talk about later, your first line item expense is taxes. You know, just recently, President Trump said he had a tax cut. He didn't have a tax cut for these guys.
No.
As you know, the rules are always written for the rich, okay? I didn't make the rules. You can get angry at me, but these are the rules. The rich make the rules. The golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules.
Yeah.
So the tax cut went to people here. That's where it goes to. You'll learn more about this later on. But this is what I work for. So what I work for, number one, is I'm an entrepreneur. I want businesses. I have multiple businesses. And I don't work in them, as you know, because you work here. You never see me, do you?
No.
Because I don't work for a paycheck.
Exactly.
Next is real estate. And real estate is good for many things which we'll go into. But number one is debt. I use a lot of debt to buy real estate, and I pay no taxes. That's the relationship there. The next is paper. And that's savings, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and that stuff. I don't have any of that stuff. I don't save money. I don't have any of that. But this is what most people have, go to school, get a job, get a 401k, and save money. Loser. Okay? I'm doing that just to upset you guys, because maybe you'll start to think. Because I didn't make the rules. I'm just telling you these are the rules.
Yeah, like, bro, we've all been had. We've all been fucking had. And we had ourselves. That's the fucked thing. Because, like, I went and did research on education. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, why are we all fucking, like, conditioned to be this way? So I fucking researched it. I was like, why? So I researched education. I went and did a fucking, pre-fucking graduate, yeah, like a pre-graduate degree fucking in MIT in education, just so I could fucking find out what was going on. And it turns out that it's like this cycle of poor, where the parents fucking, because the education's free, like they don't really care about it too much. They like, go to school so you can get a good job, like blah, 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 blah. And then fucking, they like produce all these like people with like specialized skill sets, but no financial like understanding. And then they all go out into the workplace. This is including like accountants and stuff like that. And fucking then...
Public vs private.
Yeah, but even still, like, the private schools are not rich schools. Like, it's still middle class. Like, you would have gone to a private school, right? Like, I went to a private school when I went into foster care for a couple of years. Like, they still taught us fuck all with, like, true, intelligent fucking, like, finances. You know? Otherwise, I would have clued on. Like, they teach you history and economics and fucking, like, how the stock market works and all that sort of shit, how to like run fucking ledgers and all that. That's not intelligence. That's just fucking like numerical understanding or numeracy. Different, you know? It's not like...
Employers love seeing PhDs and immigrants, let's just be real.
Yeah, but like, that's the thing. See, and we're trained that that's what we're supposed to do.
That's so basic textbook info, but no nuance.
Yeah, like it doesn't explain to you like how to fucking, you know, see, people think that rich people evade taxes when realistically, like, if you could sidestep tax, would you?
Go to the plug.
Would you? Of course you would. Like, pay an extra 30% on top of like nothing, or keep that 30%, what would you do? You would obviously keep the 30% if you knew how, right? Like, and that's just the difference, is they understand economic like literacy, so they know how to do that, we don't. Like, and I researched all that as well. It's like what they do is they fucking run all their assets and everything through like corporations. So they're not actually, like, they don't actually physically own anything. They just run it. So they don't get, like, they get taxed, but they don't earn anything. So they don't pay any tax. And the corporation runs all of the shit. And with the corporation tax, the way that it works is when we work, then get taxed, then we can spend. Whereas with a corporation, it's like the corporation works, it spends, and then it gets taxed with the like fucking leftover fucking pool, which is fucking wow. Those with the gold make the rules, basically. And we can go, like, you can go and make a corporation for yourself right now. All it is a fucking a file, a document. It's like a fucking human without a body. Like a fucking file, that's all it is. And then you just run everything through that file. Like under Sash Holdings, not proprietary limited, but sashholdings.co, you know? And then that'll get taxed at a flat rate of 30%. And fucking it doesn't matter if there's millions pumping through it. Like, it's fucked up. I mean, it's not fucked up. It's fucked up that people don't understand this. Yeah. And no one wants to fucking know. And they're like, stop talking about money, man. It's like, and then they'll bitch to me about money. And it's like,
yeah, we only understand later.
yeah.
Self-taught. Someone teaches or.
But that's the thing, like, see, we don't know any like millionaires, billionaires, like people with fucking actual like money. So like they seem like this fucking like different class, but they're still humans. They're like us, but they've got nothing to fucking like. They don't look down on us. They actually pity us. Like they fucking like feel sorry for us. They think we're fucking
Cause
stupid.
they got their little rats running and they got money generator LOL.
Yeah, like
exactly LOL.
They think that we're fucking retarded, and like, cause you know, no one like they don't hate us or like want to enslave us. They're like, you're enslaving yourself, like idiots, you know, and that's the fucking gap. And it's true, like fucking people are enslaving themselves. They're like, no, I need a job, and then they'll go and work for $200 a day or whatever, and fucking the richer guys are like, fuck man. Alright, come work for me. Like, you might as well.
Class warfare exists because it's easier to blame others.
Yeah, but they don't blame
LOL.
us. They don't blame us for anything. That's the thing. Like, there's no warfare. There's just hate from one side. And no education. Like, it's all one way. Like, they're like, nigga, if you got beef with me, I swear it's only one-sided because I do not give a fuck. Right? Like, why would they? They're sweet. You know, they don't care. It's only when you don't have money that you fucking care. Like, you know? That's why they seem arrogant. They're not arrogant, they're just indifferent. They're like, idiots. And they're right. Like, and that was a hard pill to swallow, even for me. I was just like, fuck, really? Fuck this, like, that's gay. Wow. And then, like, man, then you try and tell people and fucking you get crucified for it. Like, fucking money doesn't make you happy. Oh, whatever, mate. Like, fucking lost cause. But then they'll bitch to you about fucking not getting paid or fucking it's like, how can you fucking like work for something your entire life and not know anything about it? Like, and why is that like common like practice to keep that like retardation? It's like, imagine driving down the fucking road but with no fucking vision. Like, that's basically what's happening. And then it's like, man, we should fucking clean these windows. Whoa, what are you doing, man? You don't need to clean those windows. We're right. Like, cleaning windows is evil. Like, just fucked up. It's like this cycle of poor. Like, poor people keeping poor people poor. And fucking, I reckon the only... See, my brother wanted to become rich. It's like, he's in jail. Well, he just got parole. He spent 3 of his fucking years in jail, and that's basically what tipped me over the edge and was like, alright, that's it. No more games. No more art. I'm gonna fucking like study money. I'm gonna become fucking like stupidly wealthy just to keep him out of a box. I don't give a fuck about money. I don't care. Like, you know, it never really bothered me. I was like more interested in girls or like fucking games or like surfing, you know? Like more of a skill-based person, not like financial. But yeah, he was always like, wants the fucking items, wants the fucking like bling, like wants to be the mad dog. And I was just like, you know, but I always thought that it was childish. I was just like, yeah, cool man, you got like a fucking Glock, well done. Like, nice chain, bro. But like when he started fucking going to jail for it, I was like, alright. Like, what do I do? Like if
LOL.
I just fucking do nothing, that's neglect. Like I can't do that. I'm fucking I can't do that. Like I'll fucking hate myself forever. But I didn't like, and I was like, fuck.
Diversify one's talents. I became a jack of all trades.
Yeah, but like, where?
Quick rich scheme is bad. Sometimes slow money, legit money is good.
Nah, that's the not right now. See, yes, that's
Jail
how
is
it.
no joke. It's a scary place.
Yeah, fucking oath. And he's like, he was in Casuarina, man, which is like fucking maximum security. Like he was done for fraud, like literally like fraud. You know, he's fucking. It's not like nefarious, like, you know, drugs and fucking guns and shit. Like he was going straight for the dollar. And it's just like, of course he didn't tell me this, because I would have just been like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious, cunt? You know? But I'm kind of, I don't know what happened in there with him, but like fucking, I'm kind of glad that it's worked out how it has, because like it's changed my life. I've just like fucking done a whole 180 and been like, alright, let's sort this shit out. And fucking, it's just been a hell mind blow. Like, whoa, like, wow. I didn't expect it to be like so one-sidedly retarded. It's like, we're just retarded. That's all it is. Not them, it's us. Like, and fuck, you try and tell someone that they're sick, mate. Like, won't go down well. Never does. It's like, the way I see it now is, like, I'm in a village where I know that the water is poisoned. But, like, I try and tell people that the water's poisoned, and then fucking, they're like, no, you don't know what you're talking about, mate. Like, fucking, and they give me a cup. I'm like, drink with us, or fucking, you're out. Like, what do? Do you drink the poisoned water, or do you fucking exile yourself? No. Fucking, it's a hard call. Like, I've literally, like, after all this, I've lost pretty much all of my friends now. Like, cause, like I'm on a different path. I'm like fucking actually like focused on this while they're still fucking doing what they always did, you know? And it's like, bro, if you don't fucking do this with me, I'm gonna fucking be leaving you behind. I'm like telling them, I'm like, come on, man, like trying to fucking, cause I love my mates.
Lost contact.
Like bang, all of them like gone. I don't talk to any of them anymore. And they probably think I'm a fuckhead, like money got to his head. He's all about the money, like, so, oh, mate, you know? And that's the fucking, you know, they think that it's like poison and evil, but they work for it every week. Like, and that's what controls their lives. Like, fucking trips me out. Like, yeah, it's a weird system that we've put ourselves in. Like, I just can't believe it. It still blows my mind.
Yep, you are scheduled and booked if you are in the system.
Yeah, like, there's only one way to get rich, and that's quick. But you've got to line up all of the fucking elements, you know? You've got to know all your shit, you've got to be in the right place at the right time, you've got to have fucking contacts like REEEE, and then when it happens, it's like, bang! And you just fucking, it pours in. Like, But until then, it's fucking like, it's empty. It's like a pipeline. Like, you just fucking... Like, yeah. You... Put it this way. I looked into online casinos. Like, they generally earn $500,000 a month. $500,000 a month for an online casino. Barely any, like, maintenance or anything whatsoever. It's all digital. Like, it's just code. Like, set the code up. Fucking run the fucking system. Gamblers throw money at it. Like, bang, $500,000 a month. Like, and then that's only $6 million a year. To like start reaching like high echelons, you need to be like cracking 25 to 50 million a year, and that's where true exploitation begins. Like the levels, fucking, they just keep going up, mate. You know, crazy. I decided to go with gambling because, like, you can't. Gamblers will always gamble. Like, so they might as well give me their money. I mean, I've seen it firsthand. My ex-girlfriend, like Tani, it fucking says on the back of the ticket that you've got a 1 in 4 chance of winning. What are you doing? I like them. Oh my god, he's like basically just handing money over. Like, I don't get it. Like, 1 in 4 wins. So you're going to give $10 to someone with a 25% chance of getting that back. Why? Like, but that's how they think. They're like, the big win. You know, it's like, even though the odds are way stacked against them, they just fucking can't get over this gambler's fallacy. Like, but I could win. It's like, yeah, but you probably won't. But I could. Oh my god. Like, if you study actual economics and finance, like post and like graduate degrees and shit, the lecturers actually give each other shit by like buying each other lottery tickets. Like, that's how they pay out on each other, by like buying them gambling. Alright, here you go, mate. Like, fucking crazy. Anyway, that's enough of fucking money, I guess. Yeah.
Let's do this.
So, now, well, past that. Like
The grid.
fucking business plan, like designing like complete business plan to go to someone and be like, this is my idea, it's going to make us money, invest. And they'll be like, yeah, not bad, I'll throw 50k at that, because they've got it.
Come on.
Like, people like things that'll return. So, and that's how you get around the banks. And then once that starts like bringing in cash flow through your asset column, because that's what the business plan is for,
Fight.
we move on to the fucking casino. I've got this shit sorted. But I have to move out of Australia because it's illegal here. Fuck knows why. Heaps of fucking Aussies still gamble online.
I have no business skills. I've always just been a worker.
Yeah, right. But that doesn't have to be the way it is. Like, you can start. I did all this study by myself. Like, never let your schooling get in the way of your true education. Like I said before, school's redundant, man. It's useless. This is all stuff you have to teach yourself. Think about me playing Street Fighter, like
I left
from
college when I realized I can just look that stuff up myself.
exactly like, and not only that, you can like it's probably better quality. You know, I'm fucking learning from like MIT and fucking like Harvard and shit. You know, like the actual proper institutions, not fucking like Edith Cowan University for fucking slaves. And like the crazy thing is, like all of the coursewares and everything's online for free. Like they want you to succeed. Like those institutions actually like give you the information for free. Like they're like, here, this is what's going on. Like take it. It's free. Like, but I bet you like fuck all people clock in because who wants to study after work?
Round one.
Like, no one wants to do that. I want to fucking sit in front of the TV and become retarded. And you know, everyone does what everyone does. I've actually got I've got a TED talk for you to see. It's called "The Majority is Always Wrong." The majority is always wrong.
Round two.
And it explains why.
Fight.
Wow.
You win. Round one. Fight.
Tornado! 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 Pretty busy.
No! God damn it.
That's a day in prison.
No, yeah.
Gee.
Round
Bet
two.
yeah, I would.
Fight.
I would last 2 days. such a cunt then. You're so mean to me.
You lose.
In 1942, Albert Einstein was teaching at Oxford University.
Albert
He
Einstein.
just gave an exam of physics to his senior class of and he was walking on the campus with his assistant, and all of a
You're gonna
sudden
love
the
this.
assistant looked at Albert Einstein and said, Dr.
I'm gonna go and
Einstein,
have a fucking
this exam which you just gave
Billy.
to the senior class of physics students, is
It's
it
go
exactly the same
time.
exam you gave to exactly the same class 1 year ago? Yeah, said Albert Einstein, it's exactly the same. But Dr. Einstein, how could you possibly do that? The assistant said. Well, said Einstein, the answers have changed. The answers have changed. In other words, what is true for 1942 is even more true for today. We live in a world where the questions might be the same, but the answers have changed. In other words, what has got you here will no longer get you there. And if you want to have results that you've never had before, well, you need to start doing things you've never done before. Now, the key question for today is, of course, is there a method to the madness? Is there a way that each of us can do impossible things to truly create dramatic results? And the good news is that the answer to that question is yes. Because what I'm going to explain today is, when it comes to high performance, why the majority is always wrong, and how you can use that to get everything you can out of everything you've got. But let me first introduce you to something interesting, an interesting observation. When people, teams, and organizations, whenever they hit a wall, they tend to do one of two things. They either do more of the same things, or they do less of the same things. But what you very seldom see is that they start to do different things instead. And it's interesting, if you look at the data, approximately 3% of people are inclined to even do different things. And the remaining 97% continues to smash into the wall, like some kind of crazy energy bunny on steroids. And why is that? Why is that? And to understand what is going on here, we need to ask ourselves another question. And the question we need to ask ourselves is, what is the purpose of thinking? What is the purpose of thinking? Now, if you ask that question to a brain scientist, the brain scientist will say, well, the purpose of thinking is to stop thinking. The purpose of thinking is to stop thinking. Now, what does she mean by that? Well, here's the thing. Thinking is a high energy activity. It takes a lot of energy to think. So whenever we think, we try to think as short as possible, and then we return to automatic pilot. Over 95% of our life, we run on automatic pilot. For example, if you've ever driven a car and then you realize, whoa, what did I do in the past half an hour? That's your brain on automatic pilot. Yeah? Another example, many of you right now are listening to me on automatic pilot. And I know who you are. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If your brain is an automatic pilot, this leads to what the scientists call mental myopia, also known as tunnel vision. And if you have tunnel vision, that's a bit of a problem, because it confuses people about their own performance. And this is the reason that many people go through life acting like a mediocre race car driver who sits in his car, looks in his rear-view mirror, sees his competition, and is so far behind that they think they are first. Yeah. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, we tend to think inside the box, and the box is a very good metaphor here. So let me draw a box. And if you take a close look at the box, you see that the boundaries of this box are very well defined. So we think inside defined boundaries. I'll give you an example. One boundary is a legal boundary, and we think within the legal framework. I'll give you an example. Very few of you would think of stealing the wallet of the person next to you in order to fund your next cool startup. Yeah? At least that's what I hope. Yeah? So we think in legal boundaries, but there are other boundaries as well. We think in technological boundaries, we think in physical boundaries, but we also think in moral boundaries. And this is why we think inside the box. At least, that's what we think. Because the reality is that the box in which we think looks more like this. Now, for those of you in the back who cannot see it, the reason is this is a very small box. And let me illustrate how small this box can be. For example, if I would say tonight, let's have something to eat, have dinner tonight, what would be options to do that? And probably you can come up with, hey, let's buy some pizza, go to a restaurant, cook at home, all kind of cool ideas. But I believe that very few of you would raise their hand and say, hey, let's go to the highway close by, see if we can pick up some dead animals on the side of the road and prepare ourselves a crispy dinner. That's a disturbing thought. But here's the funny thing, for many people in the world, this would be a perfectly normal response. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, so what it shows is that the box in which we think is actually very, very small. And if you take a closer look at your industry or professional field, you also think inside a very small box. And the boundaries of this box, they are called industry standards or industry norms. For example, if you are in the restaurant business, then the industry standard is that people come to your establishment, they eat, and then they pay. That's the standard. That's how everyone is doing it. Another example, if you are in the banking business, this norm is that people give you money, you say thank you very much, and you give the money to someone else. I mean, that's banking. So those are standards, those are norms in the industry or professional field. But this is what you need to know. The word norm is an abbreviation for normal. In other words, if you do what everyone else is doing, you get the results that everyone else is getting, and those are normal results. And the thing is, what we are after today are extraordinary results. Yeah? So the key question is, of course, how can you kick yourself out of the box? Out of this very small box of your industry and professional field and move to the happy place where cool innovation happens. Now, how can you do that? Now, let me introduce you the curious case of the London taxi drivers. If you want to become a taxi driver in London, you need to know the entire city by heart. And this is called the knowledge. And you can imagine it takes years to get the knowledge in your head. And that's a bit of a problem if you want to rapidly expand your taxi business. So they ask themselves a question. How can we rapidly expand our taxi business while at the same time employing taxi drivers who do not know anything about the city of London? And then they came up with a very ingenious solution. What they said is, well, actually, then we make two kinds of taxis. One is a normal taxi, and the other taxi has a big sign on it which says, the driver of this vehicle does not know anything about the city of London, but loves to get directions from you. And that's a brilliant solution, because this attracted those people who lived in London, knew the city very well, and finally could pay boss in a taxi. Yeah. Yeah. Brilliant. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this sounds like a very cute story. But there's much more than meets the eye. Because what we have found is that breakthrough innovation, extraordinary results happen when people decide to finally break the standards or the norms in their industry or professional field. And you see this over and over again. For example, if you would have a furniture business and one day you would decide to no longer assemble furniture for your customers, probably you would end up with a company called IKEA. Yeah. Another example, if you own a computer business and one day you would decide to no longer sell your computer using a physical store, probably you would end up with a company called Dell Computers. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, what it tells us, there is a method to the madness. And by understanding that the majority is always wrong when it comes to high performance, finally you have the opportunity to Quit fixing things and move to massive innovation instead. Ladies and gentlemen, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius once said that the object of life is not to side with the majority, but the object of life is to escape finding oneself joining the ranks of the clinically insane. If you do what everyone else is doing, you're not distinguishing yourself and you're probably stuck. And this is why, when it comes to high performance, the majority is always wrong. This is what we know. We know that 3% of people are able to achieve extraordinary results. And each of you can become part of those 3% by deciding as of today to break your industry standards and to break your industry norms. The alternative, of course, is that you become part of the 97% who in the end works for those 3%. And as of today, that choice is completely yours. Thank you very much.
So there you have it. Pretty hard to fucking change yourself. Most people can't do it. Refuse. Didn't want to fucking know. Anyway, back to
esoteric, self-titled, Big Bird. Yo. Yo. Black Sabbath, gray skies and white noise, purple kush, green flags, rap sick as typhoid, Kodachrome, poem, stone columns in Rome, shroom, goon, platoon director, Oliver Stone, lecture, Mr. Preacher with religious fever, I'm hell-bent on repentance, do a sentence for you disbelievers, and I ain't saying I'm a Christian either, I'm eating mystic pizza with some pistol squeezes while we twisting reefer, no Nostradamus, but I'm spitting ether, I reappear twice a year, the crowds a cheer, serpent and kitchen eats her, rip a feature, beat the track in the fetal positions, send a kite through the mic to my people in prison. We have arisen, true and living, lucid vision. Fuck Lucifer superstition, I'm shooting the Ruger piston. This is Malaysian sweatshop, death rock, hip hop from the home of shout out Adidas and red socks, and you don't stop.
You're now rocking with the best. Y'all ready for this? I'm a tsunami, you a light storm, and you a gopher on the sight forming. You a puny human, I'm a demigod torment. We a pack of werewolves at night forming in white Jordans, focused on clean like Mike Gorman. We sure play pop bottles and celebrate. We all ball like a Tommy Heights and ref complaint. The rest will feign. Tomahawk slam when I bless the pain. Talk about fake rappers, well that's the Wayne. One of them, gunning them, sunning them like the UNLV rebels when I'm running them. All your views don't amount to a hill of beans. I'm on a hill in a bean, a killing machine with 7 guillotines and an illest scheme. Like the blood spilling the ravine. How you a bench warmer, yet you chilling with your team. I'm the villain and supreme. Pen a song, me and weak MCs get along like optimism.
이声聞かせろよ
Biopic sadistic, even the credits scary. Ain't your fault, sagging its Cyclone! You can bet that when we up by the time they land, they'll have jet lag.
今からやり放題ってわけ
Go to court as a thug, missing a quarter of your blood. Renee granddaddy guy, your whole family died. Put your granny in the eye, cause she handicapped and blind. 28 grams of raw in the pot. Added 60 grams of inositol in the pot. 1 in the 3, more money for me, which means more motherfucking bread to toss a few stacks on your head. As cold as it gets, self-titled the closest you get to a demon in the flesh. Get your rosary split. Before I bust your shit, let's do one thing. If you want, can't lay on the back.
choosing their main character.
Round 1. Fight!
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Round 2. Fight!
Hadouken!
You win! Round 1. Fight!
Hadouken! Hadouken!
Listening to that club music again.
Round 2. Fight!
Hadouken!
Final round. Fight!
Whatever you are saying, I can't hear you.
Sorry.
You lose.
I was saying, like, I'm retarded at this game, and I listen to a lot more people about it now because I need to get better faster.
Round 1.
And like, why do I keep contesting? Ah, you motherfucker. I should have just blocked.
Round 2. Fight.
Love you. What? Fucking I want to punch myself in the fucking head, eh?
You lose.
I just have to press a button, it's retarded. Come on, stop fucking pressing buttons, cunt. Woo, 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 woo. Ah. Went. I thought I'd make it over him and run away. It pisses me off how, like, can't you just, like, set the CPU to, like, practice neutral and not just fucking attack you? Like, I think that's why people are so aggressive. It's like, get off me, cunt. That's sick. Like, how floaty is she? She's almost like dousing. 1, 2, it's like 5 seconds. Feels like it.
I think Jury is a difficult character to you. I'm lucky Guide is easy to use.
She's fucking ridiculously hard. Like, just have a look at her statistics. You got no plus frames, like, everything has to be charged, like, fucking... But it doesn't matter, it's irrelevant, because I'm only versing, like, my competition is other juries. You know, I don't have to be the best, like, in Oz, it's just out of the juries. So, the fact that she's difficult is irrelevant. What is her fucking statistics? They're not looking too good, that's for sure. Like barely getting used more. Yeah, so her score's gone down by like 4 points. Oh no, that's combat stats. She's been used 2% more. And she's there. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. All unfavourable matches. There's one. What's that? Ibuki. There's another one. Zeku. There's another one. Chun-Li. Another one. Nash.
What does credit mean to you? Gosh, I don't know.
These two. Cammy, Rashid.
But there's a lot more to it than that.
And then these three. Minat, Sakura, and Kage. And they're all like barely above. Alright. 5, 7. Wow, that's savage. Whoa. Almost a whole win. Whole win, SE, whole win. Like, get smashed, get smashed, get smashed, get smashed, get smashed. So basically everyone destroys her, like, apart from the people that no one uses. And that's like global statistics, like, I mean, look at this fucking pathetic, like, spread. Like, power's not too bad. Mobility is good. Right, and then what? I'm gonna give her best tool up, which is this. Like, for that little spinny fucking baguette fireball. No. Not happening. Like, if there's any uselessness that I've ever seen ever, it's getting rid of her best item or tool for another one of them. Fuck. Oh, it's just not happening. So basically she gets nothing.
Money out of nothing. Lend it to the government, and then collect interest on it. A rather profitable transaction, to say the least.
To say the least. Savage. Crouching hard kick. Might have to unbind. Heavy kick again.
Battle Lounge.
We need to get rid of that fucking title. Subconsciously puts me off. I must be amateur. I will be novice.
いい声聞かせろよ。
Capcom Fighters Network. Shut.
Try and get that last EX. Oh, fuck. Iceman. Iceman. Hurry up, come.
This time the rank is
Come on, man. Wow. So you never gamble, kids. 2 more. Fuck you. Rip off.
Thank you very much.
I've spent like 200,000 fight monies trying to get that last EX color, and then fucking the Grand Royale fucking like, you know, buy everything deal doesn't even have it. Like, I won't be giving you $40, Capcom. I would have given you $40 for that one color, but no. Fuck you.
Battle Lounge.
No.
Battle Lounge. Ranked match.
Search. You gotta get a drink. And where's my battles at though? Ooh, I could join that game. I could join that game. Wow, so many games I can join. So I can like terrorize some people in Terraria, just go and fucking like kill everyone.
Great match.
feel like little sister won't listen to me either. I'm like, she's like, we're gonna buy a house. We're gonna like, I'm like, don't do that, man. Like, fucking right, that's how you get trapped for life. Like, then stops talking to me. All right, fine.
Nem tudhatod előre a pénzet, mire megy el, vagy tragédiák érnek a sors, téged is letem el. Mindig büszkén hirdetted azt, hogy félreteszel. Okos gyerek vagy, mégsem készültél az életre fel. Semmi sem jön össze, mert mindig jön egy nagy akadály. És nem hír, szajkozod, mint egy papagáj. A drog meg a pia után jönnek majd a nyugtatók. A jövő csak a bajthoz, amit a szellő, a húgyszagod. Én nem bírom, hogy minden másképp alakult. A harag, ami bennem van, most végleg elszabadul. És szóltam nektek előre, hogy kiakadok. Az én útvonalamat jelzik a betört kirakatok. Jövő nem egy füstben ment haditerv. Nem a mának élni, hanem spórolni, az vagy ilyen. Minek rájönni, hogy alig értél, vibazott nagy para, nekem mindenből a legjobb kell. Nem kerül a sokszor el, tele vagyok ügyekkel. Tartok pár év pihenőt, de most egy kis szünet kell. Mégis vagyok én, csak hagyjátok, hogy az legyek. Nem kell semmit én, nekem kerüljenek a faszfejek. Minden
You are currently ranked in the top 3,000 in Oceania.
egy lúzer köcsög, majd fogadd el, hogy te ez lettél. Vedd már észre, hogy mindenről lemaradsz. Rossz vége lesz hitellennek, amerre most te haladsz. Valószínűleg leszarom, hogy itt
Round one. Fight!
You can't run!
A foolish insect that dares to defy me.
Round two. Fight!
So retarded.
You lose.
Like, I can guarantee you he didn't mean to go that way. But it just works out that I've got to be so fucking ultra careful.
Round 1.
Potentially.
Fight.
I'm not fucking headphones running. Fucking cow.
もう立てなくなっちゃう
Shit day.
Round 2. Fight.
Take this.
Can't hear.
Foolish insect that dares to defy me.
Final round. Fight.
You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't. Take this.
Oh my god. I fucking hate this character. He's so gay. Right. Do another move, cunt. Or do you only know 3? I'm taking a break, eh? Fuck this. Sick of getting fucking raped.